My name is Kelly Pavel, Technical Manager for Invino Engineering LLC. We are a domestic and international engineering firm specifically for steam systems. And today I want to talk about how to achieve reliability with electric condensate pump units. Condensate pumping systems. Condensate, the first and most efficient condensate pumping unit is an electric condensate pump unit. Electric condensate units consume about one-third of the energy over other condensate pumping methods. Correct electric condensate pumping units will easily achieve 25 years of operation without any failures. However, premature failures is a common thing in industrial plants. A large percentage of the industrial plants are having continuous electric condensate pump premature failures. Premature failures result in safety issues and a loss of energy. Remember, condensate contains 16% of the energy, so it must be returned to the boiler plant. Most important key factor to remember is condensate temperatures at atmospheric conditions will be 211 degrees or close to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So when it comes to selecting the correct electric condensate pump unit, you must know the condensate temperatures. Unfortunately, this is what normally we find in the plant. Steam being emitted, condensate draining to atmosphere. It's a safety issue, it's also an energy issue. Several key factors in electric condensate pumping units. NPSH, net positive suction head. Understanding the requirements. NPSH refers to the minimum suction pressure expressed in feet of water column. Prevents phase change, liquid to a vapor, from occurring in the pumping unit or the impeller. So, pump curve, ensuring the pump is operating at the proper point on the pump curve. All key factors in electric condensate pumping units. Unfortunately, standard condensate pumping systems, a high percentage of the electric condensate pumping units are marked and marketed as condensate pumping units. However, temperature ratings are typically 204 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. Systems are rated for higher temperature, but these units lack sufficient NPSH to prevent pump cavitation. Lack of requirement NPSH causes the majority of the failures that we find in the field. Understanding NPSH, which is a critical in pumping condensate. NPSH factors. Number one, temperature of the fluid or the condensate. How hot is going to be the condensate? Altitude static head, the discharge pressure of the pump, and capacity, of course, of the pump. All key factors in NPSH. Condensate enters the inlet of the impeller. When it goes through the inlet of the impeller, a pressure drop occurs. Condensate phase change will occur to a percentage of liquid, of vapor, or steam. Vapor will expand up to 1600 times. It will be a bubble, and the bubble travels to the end of the impeller. It will collapse by 1600 times and cause pump cavitation. To pump cavitation is to exert height of water or condensate to the eye of the impeller. Cavitation is noisy and damages the pump impeller, shaft, and seals. Top curve indicates no cavitation will occur because the liquid is above the vapor pressure. The bottom curve indicates cavitation will occur because it will drop below the vapor pressure requirements or lack of NPSH. Elevation, height of the lowest level of condensate above the eye of the impeller, exerting force or pressure onto the condensate as it passes through the eye of the impeller prevents phase change from occurring. Height of water exerts that pressure of the condensate when passing through the eye of the impeller. Remember one thing, the minimum NPSH for condensate is 18" if the tank is operating at atmospheric conditions. If the tank is pressurized, a higher temperature, the more NPSH you will be required to prevent pump cavitation. Closely with the pump vendor. Remember, higher the condensate temperature, the more NPSH is required. We're always looking at the eye of the impeller to the lowest level requirements for the NPSH of the condensate pumps. The other factor to remember is understanding the pump curve performance. Typically, a throttling valve must be at the outlet of the condensate pump to ensure pump performance. We want to keep the pump operating on the correct position of the curve. Policy with the pump vendor, other factors to ensure proper NPSH, no strainer ahead of the pump. The strainer causes a restriction or loss of pressure to the eye of the impeller or the loss of NPSH. Isolation valves must be butterfly or ball valves to ensure very low pressure drop through the valve. We do not use gate valves in pumping condensate. Large inlet piping from the tank to the pump inlet. As you can see here, the pump is very large. Reduce the loss of NPSH and to the inlet of that condensate pump. Always a critical factor when pumping condensate. Items to be noted, atmospheric tanks must have a Devon's loop. This here prevents condensate from passing out of the top vent. Vent sizing is critical. Ensure the vent is sized to velocity is 2,000 feet per minute or less. Here. This will ensure no entrainment of liquid going out of the vent pipe, causing a safety issue. What happens on Monday? We must do things to prevent premature failures of condensate pumps. Remember, condensate pumps should last at least 25 years. It's one of the simplest things we do is to pump condensate. Engineering LLC does steam system engineering assessments, energy optimization, and production performance. We do steam system safety, risk, hazard engineering assessments to make sure companies are operating systems safely and risk-free. We also do steam system training. My email is here at the bottom here and our website. If you have any questions or we can be of service, please contact us at your first convenience. Have a great day. So engineering, we do steam system engineering assessments for energy optimization, production performance. We do steam system safety, risk, and hazard engineering assessments. And we also do steam system training to give people knowledge that there are no problems with steam. Steam is perfect. So if you have any questions or anything, please contact us at your first convenience. Have a great day.